Hello YouTube, hello, oh, hello TikTok. Let me just put this. And I forgot to increase the volume. Okay, I'm gonna go right in. Hello. Today I'm gonna talk about the black sheep and Audacity. Hello, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Oh, this is moved. Sorry, I'm streaming on YouTube and on TikTok. So YouTube is here and TikTok is here. So I might be looking, um, my eyes might be darting back and forth. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, I want to talk about being a black sheep. One of the signs, not one of the signs, signs that you may be the black sheep in the family, and how you need audacity to, thrive in life because of the way you are, because you're a black sheep. Okay. um okay, so the first thing is, as the black sheep, you may have known like certain things in life, like you may have known weird things in life, weird things about um about life when you were young, and you talked about them, and but people laughed at you, like when you were talking about them, because you were young and nobody expected you to maybe know that, or it sounded funny or weird. Like me, I um, I used to say, when I was growing up in the Gambia when I was young, I used to tell people that, okay, so we had mango trees, lots of mango trees. We still have lots of mango trees, but there would be like some of these, we would have bats coming to eat them, or we would have yeah, it's mainly bats coming to eat them. But the way bats like um, come and attack the mango trees to eat the mangoes, they it's almost like they come like almost they come in a truck, like there's so many, and they would chip at the mangoes. They won't eat one mango at a time. They would like chip at the mangoes, and then the mango gets spoiled. Sometimes those mangoes stay up on the tree and they don't fall down on the ground. So it's like the mangoes get spoiled, but they've been spoiled because they've been like eaten half and half by the bats. So I used to tell the people. I used to tell my caregivers that, why don't we create a big mosquito net, like we used to have these mosquito nets that we will sleep under, a big mosquito net, and then just like cover the whole tree with it, so that the leaves and the mangoes are all covered, so that the bats can't get at the mangoes. And people will laugh and be like, yeah, bat. That's like they would laugh because it's like it sounded like an offhanded idea, but to me it made sense. Like, okay, we're trying to protect the mangoes. We don't want the bats to eat them, because once the bats eat them half and half, you can't really eat the mangoes again. They get spoiled. They don't drop on the ground. So the way to protect the mangoes hanging on the tree, let's take a big like mosquito net and cover it. So that was funny. That's one of the things that I used to say. But see, when I came to the UK, I saw people doing that. I saw people like covering the trees, like farmers covering their trees with these big nets. Um, and I also saw like when you're driving through like a mountainous area, and there are rocks, like it's like you're driving to kind of a valley. It's like an artificial valley, and there's these rocks. So they take a big net to cover that area, so that even when the rocks fall, they don't fall on the road, so that accidents don't occur. These big huge rocks. And I was like, see, this is what I was saying when I was young. I was telling people that you can use these nets. Thank you so much for liking the videos. We can do this. But people will laugh. People, when you're young, But this is one of the signs to let you know that you're a black sheep, because you think differently. Your the way you think is just different. The other thing to also let you know that you're a black sheep of the family is that Um, your other siblings will usually be talking about you. They find it easier to talk about you because even though they might not, even though they themselves might not like each other that much or trust each other that much, they have the disdain they have for your the disdain they have for, yeah, don't listen to other people, yeah. The disdain they have for your difference and the kind of resentment, like it's not like a, you know, huge disdain, but it's like this underground disdain that they have for your difference and the resentment they have. That's what brings them together. So it's easier for them to sit down and talk about you. So if you are in a family where you're always the one that's being talked about, like, you know, your other siblings and other family members can easily come together and talk about you. That means you're the black sheep because you're the one that's different. You know, they have their own, they are similar because they can, you know, they're on the same wavelength. They agree. They might not even agree with each other about everything about themselves, but they agree with you. They agree about you. They are in agreement about how you are. So it's easier for them to gossip about you. So that's also another way to know that you are the black sheep of the family. The reason why I'm saying this, I want people to know, especially women, to know, well, if you're a black sheep, you already know. You know, it's not something that is hidden. You already know. You've been different since you were young. And the main opposition or attacks you get from people in the world is because of that difference. You know, it's even in the workplace, you know, at home or wherever, even in a relationship, that difference is the main reason why people will attack you. You know, they either tell you that you think you're too smart, or they'll see you as somebody who's weird, or but it's your difference. That's your opposition is gonna come. Opposition is gonna come to you because you're different, or because you're too free. Like you don't do things the way other people do them. You don't do things the way regular people do them. So therefore, that hello, hi, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm just talking. Thank you so much for joining me, all of you. Yeah, hi, Jara Luna and Khalif. What is this? Alakon something. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, the other thing, the other way you know you're a black sheep of the family is that you may have your siblings and other family members, they might be secretly in competition with you, and you might not even have known that. You might just be like, you know, by yourself or like doing your own thing, and your other siblings or family members they're secretly in competition with you. It's like when you say you want to do something, they quickly go and do it. Or they say, you know, you like you're just chatting and you tell them you want to do this or you want to do that, or this is what you're thinking of doing, and then they go and do something like that or something similar to that. Or yeah, those kind of things. You know, it's like they try to, what's that word? To out, it's not outshine. It's like when you say you want to do something and somebody beats you to it, like kind of they beat you to it. But they didn't think of doing it. They didn't say it out loud that that's what they're going to do. They just go and do it, you know. But you know, no matter how much they do it, they just, it's like they can't catch up. They can't keep up with you. That's also another way to know that you're the black sheep of the family. The other way to know also that you're the black sheep of the family is you may have like a strained relationship with your caregivers, with your either your mother or your dad. Not like as in like you don't talk to each other, but it's like there's this energy of you not being close. You're not close to that. You're not close to your parent. You're not close to your dad. You're not close to. It's almost like you're not. It almost will come across like you don't have like that kind of love for them. The black sheep by nature is very self-sufficient. You know, if you've played by yourself, if you've been very comfortable playing by yourself when you were young, you know, you've been very comfortable, even when you were playing with other people, you still feel alone. Or you're happy playing by yourself. You like your own corner, you like you enjoy it even as a child, you know, and you can play by yourself. That's also another reason why you're built to be self-sufficient in that way. And that self-sufficiency comes across as you not being caring, that caring to your mother or your dad. Not that you don't care about them, or not that you don't love them. It's because you know how to pick yourself up. Even when you're hurt, you know how to pick yourself up. So you kind of think that they can also do that. So you don't, it's almost like you're cold. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not like almost like you're cold. It's like you are cold. It seems like you're cold to them, because the way you see yourself as someone who can heal quickly. Like you can, like even when you're devastatingly hurt, you can pick yourself up. So you feel like, okay, I'm gonna support you a little bit, but I'm not gonna be here like, constantly mollycoddling you and being there for you like you're a baby. So it comes across as that. That's the literal undertone of being a black sheep. A black sheep, by the nature of the fact that we are so different, we had to learn how to take care of ourselves, and how to play by ourselves, and how to be comfortable being with ourselves, and requesting for help, but also having this deep knowing, and having this deep sense of, it's always going to be me. It's always going to be me. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play with other people, but I have to rely on me more than anybody else. Black sheep people have that more than anybody else. Okay, the other thing too is, thank you for joining me. Let me see if I can. The other thing is also that it can seem like people can get very, very uncomfortable with your silence. It's like when you are when you're engaging with them, like when you're with them, and like you are, since you've been young, they know you like your space, and they know you like your space, they know you like your time with yourself. But when it seems like you have kind of shut the door, and then you are like in a quiet space, or very, very silent, people get very uncomfortable. People get even for me, even right now, even today, as I am, people get very, very uncomfortable. It's almost like they are scared of this, like there's like a silent killer. It's not like a silent killer, or a silent rage inside of you, that people don't want to come out. People don't want that to come out. Thank you so much for liking my videos. People don't want that part of you to come out, because it's like I don't know what it is. I myself, I don't even know what it is, but it's like this fear of you not going to the depth of your anger, the depth of your rage. So when you're that silent, when you withdraw that much, they wanna come and soothe you a little bit, because at least you're hello Winifred, hello. At least they're like you're still giving them that energy. Okay, so these are some of the examples to let you know that you're the black sheep of the family. And if you're a black sheep of the family, the reason why I wanted to start with this is because you are different by nature. It's not a bad thing, but you might process it as a bad thing because of of your life story or whatever. You cannot do things the way other people do them. You're not gonna win. Hello, love always wins. You're not gonna win in that way, because by nature of the way you are, you're different. My finger hurts. English. I ask you a question. Okay, yeah, ask me a question. Yeah. Live chat. Sorry. Oh, my finger hurts. English. Your finger hurts? My finger hurts too. Go to the hospital. Well, you can't. Sometimes you don't need to go. Your finger hurts? So what do you want to do? What do you want me to do about that? Um, okay. Yeah. So what was I saying? You can't do things the way other people do them. You're not gonna win in that way. You need to adopt a different way of winning or thriving in life, because you are different. You know, your energy is different. You've always been different. So you have to always adopt a different way. Let's say you want to seek for a promotion at your job, and the way other people do it is they kind of like work hard and go to the next position, go to the next position. They climb through the rules. Um, Ask me a question about a topic. Um, 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 they, you can't do that. You have to employ other ways. You have to employ a way that it seems like strange or even foolish. You can't just like go through the ranks like that. Because like that's not your way. That's like the overground way. That's the like light and love way. That's the way regular people do it. You're not a regular person. You're a black sheep. So as a black sheep of the family or as a black sheep person, you have to do things in a very different way. You have to notice about yourself that sometimes when you even try to do things the way regular people try to do them, people are not going to be receptive to you like that. So you have to understand that that is part of your magic. The one of the main, I said this before, like one of the main reasons, one of the main oppositions you've got in your life is because of your difference. So your difference is what you've tried to hide. Thank you so much for the hello. Thank you so much um, thank you so much for the hats. Hello, thank you, Awa. Your difference was one of the main reasons why you've gotten opposition. Whether people know about it or not, whether people, it's like, even if it's not even if it was not malicious. Thank you, Awa. Thank you. Even if it was not malicious, your difference is what is where your opposition came from. Because you're different, so your opposition came through that. So you've tried to hide that for so long. You've tried to hide your difference. You've gone overboard to try to belong in groups, to try to relate to people, to try to be like people. And that's not your job. As a black sheep, you're not supposed to be like people. You're supposed to stand out because you're different by nature. And that's what you need to bring back again. That's why if you try to do things the way other people do them, regular people do them, it's not going to work for you. Or you might not get the result. Like from me. Okay, I don't understand your question. Tamafi _12. I don't understand your question. Just write a simple question, but related to the topic. Okay. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, and that takes audacity. I know it takes audacity. Audacity is the, let me look for I just want to look for a simple easy definition. Audacity, I don't know what the skinny is. Audacity is the audacity is a state of being where you do things that seem to other people as you're crazy, like you're not following the rules. That's what audacity is. Audacity is like doing something that is like completely like restricted. Reason, nudity and body exposure. TikTok. Okay. That means now, okay, so TikTok said that my life has been restricted, and the reason is nudity and body exposure. Maybe it's because of that. Okay, so you have the nerve to do something. Yeah, you have the nerve to do something. Yeah, that's audacity. Yeah. But not just something, you have the nerve to do something that no one thought you can do, or you have the nerve to do that big thing that no one has the courage to do. You go and do that, or you say that. That's audacity. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, I was struggling there for a bit. So yeah, as a black sheep, that's your way. You need to have the audacity to. Thank you so much, Erica. You need to have audacity to get things in life. Audacity, that's your way. You cannot do that the way regular people. You cannot be like doing chick 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 like tell a car. Tomafi, I don't understand what you're saying. You cannot be doing like chick chick chick, doing things like regular people do them, because that's you know. Okay, so I was giving the example of looking for a promotion. Let's say other people, like, they have to looking for a promotion or wanting the job of, like, say the CEO, or I don't know, the deputy like a high position in your company. And other people, like, who have been brainwashed or trained that they have to, go from their position to the next position, like, let's say to the supervisor position, to the I don't know, manager position, then assistant manager, then, go through all the ranks before they apply for that position, or go through all the ranks before they can actually get to that position. For you, you can't do that. You have to employ another way. You have to employ another way, and it has to be a way that is, like, so shocking to people that you find that you get that job. Shock is what you need to bring out of people, to get that job. Either you go, I don't know, maybe you go do a TED talk, or you give a talk in your company about a topic that is maybe the elephant in the room, or elephant in your organization, and you talk about that, and that makes your superiors like be so proud of you and revere you so much that they automatically give you that position. Or you need to let's see, you need to go take on a project that no one thinks that you can do, or even your superiors don't think they can do, and you need to go and do that project and then win at that project, and then use that as a springboard to get that position. But you can't use the regular way. So that's what I'm saying, because as a black sheep, your way is different. You've tried to hide your weirdness. You've tried to hide your magic is in your weirdness. Your magic, your ability to thrive in this world, your ability to succeed in this world is being magical. Being magical means being nonsensical. Being a way that is, like, it doesn't make sense to people. It's, like, shocking to people. It's like it's almost rude and inappropriate, or like you don't follow the rules. Your power, your magic is in being like the fool, the magician. Like in the tarot card, these two cards are your cards, like the first card of the fool and the magician. Those are your cards. So you have to do things. You have to be willing to be the fool. And I know this is so difficult, even for me. It's so difficult. Because when I tell people that I was so playful when I was young, I was so playful. I was that kid that would not come back. Like, we would be playing outside in the street, playing hopscotch and all that, skipping and all those things. And I was the kid that every one of my friends would be called by their parents to go home and, like, take a bath or take a shower and have dinner, and I'll be the one still standing there waiting for my friends to come back, because I love playing so much. But over the years, because that was shamed in me, I was told, you need to be responsible, you need to be responsible, you need to be responsible. So I built my body up to be like this way. But that's not my nature. That's not how black sheep women and men thrive. You have to be willing to be the fool. To you, it's not being the fool. To you, it's just being your way. You're different. And your difference it seems like it's weird to other people. And that weirdness, that's where your money is. That's where your money is. That's where your success is. That's where your thriving is. Even in relationships, you can't have a relationship based on how other people say this is how relationships should be. The way your relationship is, the way you want your relationship to be, That's how you should have go out and have that kind of relationship. It doesn't have to, you cannot say, okay, this is how people are in relationships and this is how I want to be. And let me give an example. Let's say you want to be in a relationship, but you want to be in a relationship with a man, but you don't want to live in the same house with that man because you feel like you like your space. You like your space, and you've got your house, and they also have their house. So you say, you come to an agreement and say, okay, let's have a relationship. Let's be in a relationship, but we don't have to live together. I don't want us to live together. I want to still stay in my house, and you stay in your house, and we can. I can come to your house and be there with you for 2 or 3 days, and then you can also come to my house and be there for 2 or 3 days, and then for the other day, then we can stay um, in our houses, because I still like my space. That doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just that that's how I'm built. The way I'm built, I like my space. I don't want to be, with you like that. People will say like, what kind of relationship is that? Like, it doesn't make sense. You need to live together with them. You need to be, because that's what regular people do. You live together. For you as the black sheep, you don't do things the way other people do them. And I know that takes a lot of boldness and a lot of bravery, but that's just what it is. Black sheep people are not, you don't follow trends. Okay, so which also brings me to this other way you can know that you're the black sheep. It's like, even when you were young, you never followed trends. You always maybe dressed in the way that you like to dress, whether, no matter the season. You created your own, maybe you sold your own dresses, or you created your own style. You never followed like the trends that, like, they said that, okay, this is what's in summertime, this is what's trendy. You are not interested in following any trends. So thank you so much for all the hats. Thank you. So that's how you also know that you are not you, and you're still like that. You don't follow trends. You're not interested in following trends. You do what you like. You wear what you like, when you want it. You don't follow. You don't say, oh, this is what's going on right now. This is what's fashionable right now. I don't know. I don't even know what's fashionable right now. And then you're attracted to that. No, that's not what a black sheep person doesn't follow trends. So that's how you also know that you've never been interested in following trends. Okay, so I think, yeah, these are the 4 that I have to do right now. I do have other things, but I think I'll stop it right down here. I have a Patreon group. My Patreon group is, I have a membership group. I think I should put the link here. How do you do this? Let's see. What's that? Add a form. Oh no. Thank you. Okay, so how do I do this with this? White elephant. Can you tell me your favorite? Edit. Okay, I'll put the link in my Jata. Thank you. I'll put the link in YouTube, in the YouTube comments. I have a Patreon group for black sheep women who want to do something, who want to do something in their life. Okay, who have had this thing that they wanted to do, like this kind of big thing in their life for quite a while, but they are terrified of doing it because they're terrified of doing it because of what people are going to think and all those other things. The link of the my Patreon group will be here. I've put it in TikTok. I'll put it down in the comments on YouTube. And that Patreon group is only for black sheep women who actually want to do something, who have something that they want to do that is outside of what they regularly do. It's like, let's say you've been working at a job for quite a while. Now you're tired of that job. Now you want to go and do something else. That's going to seem like crazy to everybody, but that's what you want. That's what your heart is telling you. It's something like that, or whatever. You know when you have something that you want to do, that you've wanted to do for a long time, but you're terrified of doing it because you're scared that people are going to say that that's crazy. Why are you doing that? So that group is for those women. In the group, we are going to be, I'm going to send you something that will help you once you sign in. Once you come in also, you're going to be there with other women who also have similar things to do. You're going to be doing that thing within 30 days, within a month. And, we'll all help you. We'll all help you do that thing. But you're not going to do it in a regular way, because as black sheep women, we don't do things in the regular way, the way regular people do it. You need to have that permission. And when you come into that group, when you come into my Patreon group, you'll have that permission to do things in the weird way, to do things in a crazy way, to do things in a way that seems like it's foolish or like nonsensical or crazy, or because that's your way. That's your way anyway. So that's it. All right, okay, I will see you all later. Have a great day wherever you are joining me from, and I will see you later.